Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of Fat Corner Podcast. This is a podcast where we educate young people in Nigeria, in Africa at large, on their role in politics, in governance, in nation building. And welcome to this another edition. My name is Gideon Ogunmiye. I'm the project lead of Fat Corner. So today I'm going to be talking about a popular Afrobeat singer called Seun Kuti. He assaulted a police officer in Lagos, and it has become a trending topic in Nigeria. So I'm going to be talking about it today in this podcast. The question that many of you might want to ask is that why is this an important topic, and why do we need to talk about this kind of topic? It's important because of the personality involved. Seun Kuti, I'm sure most of you know him. For the purpose of you that don't know, Seun Kuti is the youngest son of the Afrobeat pioneer, Fela Kuti, and he has spent most of his life preserving and extending the political and musical legacy of his father. He's the leader of Egypt 80. He was born in 1983, so he's now 40 years old. And he has started music from his father's band when he was 5 years old. And he's now the person in charge of Egypt 80. He's a Grammy Award nominee. And he's someone that has so much influence on young people in Nigeria. He's a social critic. He's a political activist. He's one that has a strong opinion on young people in Nigeria, and he always talks about politics. He's always involved in political debates. So I think it's important that we analyze his behaviors and we talk about what he represents and what he stands for. And this is important because we need to educate young people in Nigeria on how to interpret some of the things they see on social media and the type of people they should allow to influence them, to influence their behaviors. Because we all know that celebrities, they have a lot of influence on young people. So this is why I think it's important we talk about this topic. But to start, what I want to start with is to try to show you the video that is making the rounds on social media of how Seun Kuti assaulted a police officer. So I'm going to start with that video and then we'll continue with the podcast. Join me as I show you the video.
Oh, more. Now put you. But don't bash him. So no send police. And then be Nigerian citizen now. Number one citizens of Nigeria. Fuck. He bash him. Now better news. Oh.
So that is the video that is making the rounds on social media, and that everyone is talking about, and the police IGP, Mr. Usman Baba, has ordered the arrest of Seun Kuti, who was captured in that video that you've seen, and you would see the behavior of the policeman, that he was calm, he was throughout the process, throughout the time that she was assaulting him, he was not responding. And now, according to the news that we had, that the IGP has ordered for speedy and full investigation into what happened, the immediate causes of this assault, and is calling for the prosecution of the suspect in person of Seun Kuti. And in his own reaction, Seun Kuti has gone to his own Instagram handle, and he said that he was the victim in that incident that we saw, or in that video that we've just seen. And he alleged that the officer tried to kill him and his family. So I think what happened was that the officer was driving a van that hit Seun Kuti's car, and Seun Kuti had his family, his wife and his kids in the car. So Seun Kuti was saying that he was the victim in that incident, as that police officer tried to kill him. He even went ahead to say that the officer, that he has a proof that is not chasing clout, that he has a proof, and that the officer has apologized to him and has agreed not to press charges. So whether the officer agreed to press charges or is not pressing charges, the thing is that he was caught in the video assaulting the police officer. That is making round, and the IGP has ordered for his arrest, and I learned that he's on the run right now. And even the chairman of the Police Service Commission, Mr. Arase, has said that no, we cannot allow this kind of behavior in our country, because we are not in Banana Republic, and that Seun Kuti must be arrested and must be prosecuted for this act. So this is what is happening. Now, I want to do some analysis on this, but let's start with what Seun Kuti himself represents. He's someone that represents, he's a political activist, he's a social critic. And I want to do some flashback to some of the things he has said. This is the man that I've said that he doesn't like gambling, that he prefers that young people are involved in Yahoo Yahoo. He prefers Yahoo Yahoo. I'm trying to get that video so that I can also show you that video. Please just give me some time. I'll try to show you that video where Seun Kuti was saying that he prefers that young people get themselves involved in Yahoo Yahoo instead of doing gambling, instead of getting themselves involved in gambling. He's saying that young people can get themselves involved in Yahoo Yahoo. So give me some time to fetch that video. So this is the video here.
Greatness doesn't lie in all this. Yes, they have diminished us. They've made us feel like if we don't own anything, if you cannot afford, if you cannot, woman said no go look your face, you go with the woman, you know if you catch better man, all those things that yes, I understand, but please not by gambling. Because that one we don't already you don't already lose. That one is set up. You've lost already. Do the one where we say you are in control. I prefer Yahoo Yahoo to gambling. So, do Yahoo Yahoo. Do Yahoo Yahoo rather than this gambling shit. Do Yahoo Yahoo, they go. Please. But you see this gambling, that one you are rigged. But nobody will say anything to you. Just the way alcohol is ruining all our life in Africa. But nobody will say anything about alcohol. Now, Igbo, they go to shout. Why? Because now Igbo, they make alcohol. Finish. Alcohol is a white man's business. Just the way, when we were young, the same pastors, the same people that are telling us that gambling is bad, are the ones now doing endorsement for gambling. All over the place. Because gambling is now a white man business. All these gambling firms you are seeing, Now, white man business. Get to extract the little that we have in our pocket.
So you've seen that video. So what Seun was saying in that video is that I don't like gambling. Gambling is white man business. It's been rigged against us. We are just going to take the money in pockets. I prefer that you do Yahoo Yahoo. And this is him talking to thousands, or if not millions, of young people that believe in him, that believe in his message, that follow him, that want to behave like him. He's telling them expressly that they should get themselves involved in, they should choose Yahoo Yahoo. For those of you that don't know Yahoo Yahoo, Yahoo Yahoo means internet fraud. That young Nigerians should get themselves involved in internet fraud instead of gambling. Even when we know that in some countries, even in Nigeria, gambling is not really, gambling is not an offense, it's not a criminal offense. Yes, people preach against gambling because it can be addictive and it can make you to lose your money, which will result to some mental health issues and which can cause some negative things to you. But gambling, if you look at gambling is not a criminal activity. Gambling is a legalized things that people can get themselves involved if they know their way around it. Now, this man is saying that don't get yourself involved in something that is legal, but I prefer the one that is illegal, the one that is your own choice, the one that you are in control. What he's saying is that for those of you that are doing internet fraud, you are in control. Control of what? Control of destroying the image of the country, control of duping people of their hard-earned money. So this is the message that this guy is passing across. And that is why I said on Fat Corner, we try to analyze this kind of issues so that you can learn and know that it's not everything you see on social media that you need to believe or that you need to accept. You should be able to differentiate between the type of celebrities you can emulate, you can follow, you can see as role models, and the ones that you cannot, for whatever reason, see as role models. So in that same message, that same video that I just showed you, Seun was saying that just like they are saying that people should not drink, people should not smoke weed, but drink alcohol, that alcohol is Oyinbo people's business, that this is from white men, that but weed, there's no problem. And it's someone that smoke weed even on the TV, even when we know the problem of substance abuse among young people in Nigeria. These guys smoke weed on the TV, on screen, in his own videos that he does on his channel, and which I believe has some sort of influence on people, because there are a lot of people that are looking at him like as their role model. So he's saying that, look, and if you look at these two substances again, alcoholism is not good, but if you drink, what the government is saying that drink responsibly. So drinking alcohol is not a criminal something, but smoking weed is actually criminal in Nigeria because it's not a legalized substance in Nigeria. So you look at gambling, which is legalized here, when he's saying, my preference is that I don't like gambling, don't do gambling, do Yahoo Yahoo, the criminal one. And then you look at drinking of alcohol and smoking of weed. Drinking of alcohol is a legal thing to do in Nigeria. So he's saying, just like they are telling you, don't smoke weed. So he's saying smoke weed, which is the one that is illegal, and don't drink alcohol, the one that is legal. So that is what the message that he is saying. But this is not just about his lifestyle. I'm not here to talk about his lifestyle. It's not just about his lifestyle, but the kind of message is even passing across when it comes to politics. So in one of his tweets, in one of his previous tweets, Chenwu was talking about young people in Nigeria, and I'm going to show you that tweet. So in this tweet, Chenwu is saying that 85% of Nigerian young people don't know, don't want, young people don't want thinking, I think it's want, he wanted to write there, don't want thinking for self as a solution. They want one to tell it to them so that they can wait for it, follow, yet they wonder why their time as a leader has not come. So he's saying, he's sort of saying that I've diagnosed the problem with young people in Nigeria. Their problem is that they don't think for themselves. They want people to think for them. They want people to tell them what to do. And that is why their time as leaders will not come. And not only that, I think the one that is most popular is the controversial comments he made about Peter Obi, and in the build-up to the last election, where he was saying that Peter Obi is a capitalist, an opportunist, and said so many things, and it caused tension between him and Peter Okoye. Is it Peter Okoye or Paul Okoye? Peter Okoye of P Square, and also caused friction between him and Obedience. And what he was saying in that, is that Peter Obi is an opportunist. Now, I'm not trying to make this as Peter Obi's issue. I'm just trying to tell you that if people are telling you about your political choice, you also need to look at other messages they preach, and their behavior, their public behavior. As Peter Obi assaulted a policeman in this, Peter Obi was chairman, CEO of banks, of many banks in Nigeria when he was Seun Kuti's age, 40 years old. And I don't think I've seen any video where Peter Obi assaulted a policeman, where Peter Obi smoked weed on the screen, or where Peter Obi admonished young people to engage in criminal activities, which is doing Yahoo, internet fraud, that is giving Nigeria very, very bad image. That's giving Nigeria very, very bad image. I've not seen anywhere Peter Obi is telling people to smoke weed on the TV, on his own, on the social media. I've not seen that. So he's saying that he was talking on the podcast, Seun Okinbaloye's podcast, and he was saying that Peter Obi is nothing but an opportunist who is merely using Labour Party platform to actualize his selfish personal ambition. I mean, he's entitled to this opinion, and he said that Peter Obi is a staunch capitalist, and that that was why he went to PDP for his selfish desires, and then jumped to a socialist party. And I mean, everybody is free to have his political opinions. But what I'm just trying to say, what I'm trying to do, is that these people that claim that they sort of know all the solution, that they have all the solution, and they can tell people what to do because they have put themselves in that bracket where they think they know it all. You, as a young person that is following them, need to look at their behaviors, look at their message, look at the consistency in their message, look at their own personal behavior, and be able to decide for yourself whether the kind of message they are passing across is the kind of message we should accept, or whether it's something that we should reject. And he's someone that is always on the social media that talks a lot. So I don't want to say much about this. I just want you guys to look at this analysis I've provided and give me your comments. So if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, Fat Corner on Facebook and Fat Corner on YouTube. FACT in uppercase and Corner in lowercase. Before I end, there is something that I want to say, although it's on a lighter mood. there is a guy that tweeted and said, so look at this guy tweet. Why is everyone fighting Peter Obi? They enter serious trouble. From Ike Kurimadru, now Seun Kuti. Now, question I they ask, if you know the answer, come forward. So this guy is saying, it appears like everybody that is fighting Peter Obi are entering trouble because Ike Kurimadru attacked Peter Obi and now is in prison in the UK for 9 years. Now Seun Kuti has been declared wanted by the police. He's on the run. And he was also calling Peter Obi an opportunist, a capitalist, and so on and so forth. Not only just these two, even I remember Fanda Mbaka, he attacked Peter Obi and he was also removed from his position in Enugu. Who else can I remember? Is it Namani, the guy that was contesting Senate, who also attacked Peter Obi? And he lost the election. And also even, I'm trying to remember, okay, Showore is constantly attacking Peter Obi and his votes in national election keep decreasing because he's attacking Peter Obi. And who else is attacking Peter Obi? And all of them are entering trouble. So on a lighter mood, maybe you should, those of you that are attacking Peter Obi, maybe you should be careful so that you don't enter trouble. So what I'm trying to say in this podcast is that celebrities in Nigeria, they have so much influence on young people and they need to live up to expectations of the kind of responsibilities and the kind of accountability that people expect from them. Because young people want to copy their lifestyle, they want to copy their attitudes, they want to copy their temperament, they want to copy everything they do, and that is why they need to be moderate. They need to make sure that they put their public behavior in order such that they are not passing negative influence on their followers. And they need to understand, especially those ones that talks about politics, that talks about religion, that talks about morality. They need to understand that they must show example of what they preach. It's not that you just tell people that you know their problem, you know you have the solution, but you yourself, you are not living up to expectations in terms of morality, in terms of even legality. Because I don't understand the legality behind slapping a policeman in uniform. It's absurd. It's no matter the level of provocation. I mean, if it is a case of a policeman that is not that calm, that's just going to cock his gun and shoot at you, that's how you will have lost your life. So what I'm saying is that young people should not copy such behavior. They should not look at that kind of person as a role model. And if you look at the video I did on Portable, where he was sort of confronting the policemen that have come to invite him to their station, that have come to arrest him, where he was saying that I'm a baboon, I live in the bush. We are not, Nigeria is not a banana republic, it's not where anybody can behave anyhow. And Portable went ahead and even put that on social media. He will beat up people, he will smoke weed on social media, he will beat people up, he will confront the policemen and do video and put it on social media. And we saw what happened to him at the end of the day. So what I'm trying to say is that in terms of values and belief, young celebrities in Nigeria must be good role models. They must show good values, good belief, morality, and they must be mindful of what they do because we are in the era of social media. So this is the message I'm trying to pass across, and I'm talking to young people as well. You have to understand you have to understand that you have your own identity. You don't need to copy or follow what a celebrity you like is doing. You don't need to believe their message. You should believe what you think is right and what you think is wrong. And this is where I'll come to an end. Please look forward to another edition of Fat Corner Podcast. Until we meet again, thank you very much.